Nothing Else Matters by Metallica, one of the greatest fingerstyle songs that nobody seems to talk about. Ask yourself why that is. Is it because it's from a giant metal band who's not necessarily known for their acoustic guitar work? Is it just get lost in the shuffle of all these other fingerstyle songs? I don't know what it is, but I want to highlight this song today as being not just a fantastic fingerstyle song, but also a great practice that you can do, something where you can practice all sorts of great techniques, and maybe one of the best showcases ever for a song in the key of E minor. So today we're going to look at it, we'll break it down a little bit, I'll give you a couple of tips, and then you'll get to see a live first time playthrough. I'll try to play along at speed, and I'll give you tips in real time. We're going to test this out as a new video series. So if you guys like this, please show your support in the comments, and I'll do more of them. But let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got here for Nothing Else Matters. Now, a lot of people know this song. Let's take a look though. We can see the tab here. Oh my god, it's the world's easiest song. Look, it's just a bunch of zeros. Oh wait, this is where it starts to get kind of fancy. Whenever I'm looking at a brand new piece of music or a tab like this, I like to give it a once over before I start playing. I can see we have arpeggios. I can see we're playing in sixes. If you guys can see, you can count 6 notes, and so that beat, something you want to stick to. We have some let ring sort of instructions at the beginning and a slower tempo, it seems like. The real tricky part of this song is going to be in these kind of odd time signatures. You'll notice here 9/8. If you guys aren't aware, when it says 9/8, it's telling you there are 9 eighth notes in this bar of music, whereas 6/8 here means there are 6 eighth notes in this bar of music. It's basically how we're grouping our notes, how we're counting, and how we're feeling. So when you're playing in sixes and then suddenly you go to nines and then you go back to sixes, it can cause a little bit of, let's call it musical whiplash if I'm being gentle. We also have these interesting harmonics, which you're going to hear coming up. The thing I love about these, if you don't know how to do them, is just placing your finger directly over the metal on the fret it's saying, the 12th fret. And once you play them, you kind of got to let them breathe a little bit. You let your finger go right after you play them to get the perfect sound. The perfect sound, which, as I play through this, I'm not going to guarantee I'm going to play this perfectly. We can see bar chord positions, and overall what I'm noticing as I'm looking through this is, this key of E minor is utilizing kind of the usual suspects. We can see the chords at the top. When you're playing fingerstyle, it can be a great idea to look at chords and to sort of view even single note pieces as though they're parts of a chord. This can help you get the right finger position to anticipate where their notes are going to go and which fingers you should use. Because when people write fingerstyle songs, believe it or not, they're not thinking necessarily in notes, but they are thinking in chord positions and then applying melody on top of that. Look at me sounding like I know what I'm doing. I think we've got a lot of interesting stuff. Let's see if we can tackle this song by giving it a try. First time on camera, Nothing Else Matters. Establishing this rhythm is going to be probably the key to getting this song right. You can see my hand trying to be nice and relaxed. That little delay there, I can see getting a lot of people. Big stretch to keep all those notes ringing. And here come the harmonics. Oof. This is coffee drink time. Nice time to take a break. This part was always interesting to me. We clearly have a bunch of nice bar chords. But you can see that first chord, I don't really treat it like a normal fingerstyle. It's because of how many notes there are. So I just brush my thumb through it. But these I treat like normal fingerstyle and keep my fingers in a nice, clear position. Boy, it's really nice to have these open strings. No longer. We're gonna have to stay at attention. That little walk down bass line seems to be a recurring theme. I keep my eye on those because I know they're gonna come back. Like this guy. Here's the walk down. It's really nice if you know the song because the vocal line is often reflected in this fingerstyle. Something that's very common across all guitar fingerstyle. So the more you know the song, I'm able to anticipate that just because I know we got that incredible James Hetfield. Just finding you. That's my impression. We're utilizing some common positions. This is really C add 9. They don't really notate that. And B7 I like to go to there. Here I can maybe just switch to strums. Give it a nice hefty. Well, there goes my light. We're doing it live. Don't worry about it. We're still having a good time. What you guys don't know is that I've been working on this video, you know, balancing the audio and everything for the last hour, just to get this concept out, you know? Wanted to be right for you guys. The entire time the light was just fine, but of course on the actual real take that I will not be redoing, the light goes out. These open chords are pretty easy. Let the drums kind of guide your rhythm. Obviously we're accenting big beats, and letting things ring is really important. Okay, I don't know this part. I mean, I've heard the song, but I'm anticipating this is going to be hard. We've got our bar on this A minor type shape. And luckily for me, it's all eighth notes except for that. This always sounded like Separate Ways by Journey to me. Confirm in the comments, please. We got this D sus2 shape, nice open strings. The details matter when you're playing a song like this. But here we go for, oh my goodness, is it really verse 5? Metallica cooking hard. Never quit, never give up, even when it's on verse 5 out of 600. Nothing else matters except playing this song correctly. Walk down. Verse 6, baby. It never ends. You know how they give you like a last meal in prison if you're on the chopping block? You should get a last song, and it should be probably this one. Not only to reinforce nihilistic tendencies and make you feel better about, you know, losing your life, but also because you'll never hit the chair. You'll just be sitting here in limbo for verse 12 forever. It's a great way to extend your lifespan. Give it a C, A, and D. And I'm sort of approximating some of those things. Give it 2 of these. And there's a big guitar solo here. Okay, so what do you do when you don't have music in front of you, just have chords? You can adopt that sort of rhythmic pattern that you can hear, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can also approximate what you assume it's going to be, but you can see there was nothing written for me there. I just saw the chords and I'm kind of giving it my best shot. It happens a lot in musical situations. This is the 30th verse, but it's giving me a lot of time to practice this, and I can see a great opportunity to work on those pull-offs that we seem to have a lot of. Okay, back to the intro? Certainly. Oh, you caught me. Always read ahead. Listen, you guys think I'm starting this over. You guys are dead wrong. But notice that I learned from my mistake. We've got some repeats. Treat this very gently. It can be very easy to kind of overpluck the strings, especially on a steel string guitar. What a way to end. What a way to end. Listen, buddy. Okay, I really appreciate you guys sticking in with me during that. Don't worry that it's like 10 times darker here. Oh, we're leaving all of this in. Anyway, I think this is such a great song for fingerstyle practice because obviously it puts you through your paces. There was a lot of really interesting stretches that I want to sort of, you know, look over for a second here. The coolest one to me or the one that I think, maybe deserves the most attention for you, is doing this sort of intro. We've got this, of course, kind of like Spanish style, hammer on and pull off. It might be notated with a slide, and if so, then I was playing it a little wrong, and you can use your first finger to drag down, but we definitely have that sort of slide on the 5th fret, and it's here where I want to sort of note that I'm using my last 2 fingers for this C shape because of this walking bass line coming up, and because of the fact that I do hit this 2nd fret for a pull-off. So notice how like wide this shape is. This is such a great like position to practice and stretch. My hands are not any bigger than normal, so this is not something that's unachievable, but you really want to hook it with the side of your finger. Don't worry if this finger isn't necessarily straight on the fretboard like normal. You notice it's a little curved, but that's okay, because we're going to do a nice pull-off, and then letting all of these strings ring out means leaving your fingers there the entire time all the way. Something. There we go. A lot of finger strength involved, so make sure that your acoustic guitar is set up for this beast of a song, and play along, and of course you can find the tabs and everything that you need. But yeah, I love this song. I think it's such a cool song, and it's so cool that I'm going to smack my mic for enthusiasm. And yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you guys like this style of video, I'm thinking about doing more song showcases, playthroughs. It's a great way for you to learn the song, get my tips in real time as well as after the fact, and be a little bit more, I don't know, spontaneous. It's a little bit like a live video for me, and it gives me a chance to show off some of my skills as well. So please let me know, and then of course you can follow me if you want more videos like this, and you can support me for free on my Patreon, which I'll give links to in my description. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one.